Hey, Shalom Makian, this is Ariella coming back at you once again. First off, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Once again, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I want to send double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much peace, love, and salutation to Yakim out there pushing the word of sincerity and truth. This is again another live show comment board review. And this one, I'm going back over the same show that I watched. The GMS, the elect shall endure. And this time, somebody came on the comment board bitching about the fact that other camps were being mentioned, other camps were being rebuked. And you know, it always seems like when you talk about IUIC, scoffers come. It's like there's a particular group online that are there to protect Israel united in Christ, man. And so it definitely makes you want to think that, man, these guys really got something going on, man, because they have like professional scoffers going on. He didn't do that. Nate wouldn't do that. You know, just bitching and trying to really just, you know, cover everything that Nathaniel 7 does, all the bullshit that they got going on. Anytime you mention something that they do, these scoffers just pop up, man. And it's not like the other groups, man. So that lets you know, that's one more way you know that these guys have sold out. But, you know, that led into brothers starting to mention how, look, the Bible talks about getting on other people. And Apostle Gabar was mentioning several times, Paul named names. Paul was consistently saying, look, don't follow that person ain't shit. Don't follow them. This is the truth. And not just Paul, but that's the heritage of the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Is to call these other people out and let everybody know boldly and with confidence that this is the truth. Okay? And so we come in that same lot here at Great Millstone. So I wanted to get some of the scriptures that was posted on the comment board. If you brothers got more, please put them in the comment board below. But let's get this party started. This is Galatians, the 2nd chapter. And I'm at 14, but what does it say right here? Let's start at the 4th verse. It says, and that because of false brethren unawares brought in, who came in privily to spy out our liberty, which we have in Mashiach Yahushua, that they might bring us into bondage, to whom we gave place by subjection, no, not for an hour, that the truth of the gospel might continue with you. But of these who seem to be somewhat, whatsoever they were, it maketh no matter to me. The Most High accepted no man's person. Okay? For they who seem to be somewhat in conference added nothing to me. But contrariwise, when they saw that the gospel of the uncircumcision was committed unto me, as the gospel of circumcision was unto Peter. And then Paul starts to go into the breakdown of the ministry. But the point is, up in the 4th verse, is that he's calling out false brethren. He's calling out false people. He's mentioning them to the churches. And this time, specifically the church of Galatia. All right? He's warning them. Okay? He's warning them. You know? Like, watch out for these niggas. They ain't shit. And that's the same thing that we should be doing. We should be warning the churches. We should be warning the congregation about whole ass niggas. Alright? Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy, and say unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts, Hear ye the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord power, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing. O Israel, thy prophets are like foxes in the deserts. They have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord. So you got these guys that are basically trying to get Israel to decorate their hell. They ain't talking about the return of Yahushua and the destruction of this place. They're talking about how can we best efficiently increase our lives, our tangible lives in Babylon. We're Israelites. We got to come together. We need to start all these bullshit things, these carnal things that have nothing to do with the spirit, have nothing to do with the increase of the word. We need to increase these things to make make Israel more appealing, make Israel more comfortable to the outsiders, and to normalize ourselves to the status quo. And that's what the old ancient priests did in the old times, man. During the time of Babylon, they were selling out. During the time of the Persian Empire, they were selling out. It's famous when you read in the Maccabees with Menelaus and was it Jonathan, how they were selling out. Or was it Jason, how they were selling out, man? All right? And you have the same thing today. These guys that have made leagues with Rome, that have made leagues with the Babylon the Great. Okay? It's the same thing. But it's our duty, it's our legacy, our heritage to curse you out and to call you out by name. And these guys, they want to call us out, but they too bitch made. You got these bum Israelite groups. You got these guys that stand on the street corner. You got these faith-based Israelites. We'll just say, who are you talking about? Your congregation is going to continue to watch Great Millstone anyway because you guys don't bring out the prophecies. Okay? This is 1 Timothy, the 1st chapter. 19 verse, it says, holding faith in a good conscience, which some having put away concerning faith have made shipwreck. Watch what Paul says. Of whom is Hymenaeus and Alexander, whom I have delivered unto Satan, that they may learn not to blaspheme. Naming names. Names are being mentioned. So the churches didn't come back and say, make a counter argument. Why are you causing so much strife in the churches? Why are you calling people out, Paul? Why are you talking about them? Just focus on just focus on the word. This is a part of the duty of being a shepherd, man. This is part of the duty of being a bishop. This is part of the duty of being a leader. Okay? You can't just allow a whole bunch of madness going on. You got to call it out and remove it. Okay? Another example, Romans chapter 16, verse 17. Now I beseech you, brethren. Let's get nerdy. Let's get nerdy for a second. Beseech. This is going to weed out some of our ass niggas.
Strong's G 3870. Parakaleo. Parakaleo.
Parakaleo, this is the word beseech. To call one side, call for, summon, to address, speak to, which may be done in a way of exhortation, entreaty, comfort, instruction, to admonish, exhort, to beg, entreat, beseech, to strive to appease by entreaty, to console, to encourage and strengthen by consolation, to receive consolation, be comforted. All right, exhorting, instruct, teach. Okay, so that's that word beseech. Okay, so it says, I beseech you, brethren. I'm exhorting you. I'm calling this to your attention. I'm addressing this to you, brethren. Mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. So anybody that's trying to teach some outside wayward doctrine that ain't got nothing to do with the breakdowns that we've been presenting to you, mark them. All right? Don't get with those guys, okay? Because what does he say in verse 18? For they that are such serve not our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple. And we're seeing that to this very day with these groups, man. They're not sticking to the doctrine. They're going off and trying to make a way to make themselves be more comfortable in this world. Right? They don't believe that simply preaching this word, pushing this new ministry is enough. Okay? Acts, the 20th chapter, 31st verse. Therefore, watch and remember that by the space of 3 years, this is Paul talking, I cease not to warn everyone night and day with tears. Night and day with tears. This is what he was doing, man. Okay? And now, brethren, I commend you to the Most High, and to the word of his grace. So I'm joining you to the Most High and to the word of his grace, which is able to build you up and give you an inheritance among all them which are sanctified. Okay? So basically Paul is telling you, when you read up, in verse 29 says, "For I know this, that after my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock. Also of your own selves shall men arise, speaking perverse things to draw away disciples after them." So people coming with their vain doctrines, trying to take away from the flock. All right, and you see this now, man. You see this guy, Baloo. You know, he's like scoff strong, scoff hard. You know, and he just wants to scatter the flock. He's not looking to teach anybody. He's not looking to be a leader. He's not looking to help anyone in this truth. Okay? Now you go down to this word wolves, which is lycos, of course, in Greek. Metaphorically, of cruel, greedy, rapacious, destructive men. And what are they trying to destroy? They're trying to destroy the faith of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. They're trying to bring in doubt. They're trying to bring in a new doctrine, man. So Paul is constantly calling these people out over the space of 3 years, night and day. Okay? Night and day with tears. He was telling the church, these niggas ain't shit. Don't follow them. Don't listen to them. Focus on this word. Stick to the doctrine. We come in that same lot. We come in that same spirit, man. Because Paul had the spirit of Yahweh Shai on him, man. So we come in that same spirit of understanding. This is my favorite one. Philippians, the 3rd chapter. Verse 16. "Nevertheless, whereto we have already attained, let us walk by the same rule. Let us mind the same thing. Brethren, be followers together of me, and mark them which walk so as ye have us for an example. For many walk, of whom I have told you often." I've been telling you this over and over again. Just like we do. We keep mentioning these false brethren. "For many walk, for whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Hamashiach, whose end is destruction." The Most High is going to destroy them. Ain't that what we be saying? Most High is going to destroy you, man, for your false doctrine. "Whose God is their belly, and whose glory is in their shame. Who mind earthly things." They mind the things after this earth. They mind the continuation and the attaining of things on this side. Happiness and comfort. And you can be an Israelite, be happy. You don't have to be sad. You don't have to be stressed. You don't have to be depressed. You can go out and do all these things in this world instead of focusing on what the scriptures say. Don't worry about the things of this world. You get what you can get. Just focus on this word. Push this ministry. It's all about the sealing up of the elect. Let's get the hell up out of here. You know, everybody that was, during the time of Acts, they was selling their lands. They was selling their houses. They was giving up their money and putting it into the pot so the ministry could be furthered. They weren't worried about increasing and all that, man. The disciples, they were going from house to house. They wasn't going to some big ass churches, man. They was commending women for allowing the brothers to come to their house and sleep. Okay? So it's not that hard to see. It's very, very simple what the scriptures is talking about. But if you want to be a part of the world, it becomes gray. It becomes confused. It becomes complicated. It's not that complicated, man. It's really very simple. But that don't mean it's easy. Just because something's simple doesn't mean it's easy. Simplicity does not equal ease. And that's why all these people fall off it, man. They want a route that's more comfortable, a route that's easier. And it don't work like that. And the scriptures tell you over and over and over again that it don't work like that, okay? So we're going to constantly call these people out. They're worldly. They're backwards. Okay? And they're not into spiritual things. Verse 20. "For our conversation is in heaven." from whence also we look for the Savior, the Lord Yahushua Mashiach. Okay? So if you brothers got more stuff, please put it down in the comment board. With that, I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Much peace, love, and salutation to you. I'm out there pushing the word in sincerity and truth. Shalom.